nothing beats golf in Myrtle Beach. I'm showing off and playing some of our best courses, all while giving you some advice for your game. This is Charlie's Golf Tips.
This is a 10th hole here at TPC Myrtle Beach. It's a par 4 that measures just 360 yards. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit driver, but at 360 yards, I don't need my big driver. And I think a lot of people don't understand that you can have more than just one swing with your driver. I've heard Bubba Watson talk about having 17 different swings with his driver. That's a little bit extreme, but I have a couple. I've got one where I tee the ball up really high. That's the one that I'm going after. I'm trying to max out the distance. In this particular case, from my normal teeing height, I'm gonna take this ball down just a little bit. And the other adjustment that I'm gonna make in my swing is I feel like I'm gonna make just a little bit shorter swing, maybe a little bit smoother. By teeing it down and going a little bit smoother, I'm gonna get a ball flight that's a little bit lower. For me, it'll peel a little left or right. I'm not gonna max out the distance, but what I like about it is if I miss it a little bit, it gets on the ground quick. I give up a little bit distance, but the dispersion is just a little bit tighter. Let's see what we get. Teed down lower. I'm gonna think about making a 3/4 swing. Keeps it low, right up the left side, cutting a little bit. That'll do. Okay, so here's the situation. My ball's in the left side of the fairway. I've got 110 yards to the hole. That's a bad number for me. That's in between clubs. So I've got to either hit a little something or a big something else. But that's not the way I look at it. You see that flag stick? I can see all of it. That means the wind is going right to left. So what I can do here is I can take the club that goes a little bit farther and try and cut it and hold it up against that wind. That'll take some yardage off. Or I can take the club that goes a little bit shorter and I can try and hook it and let it ride that wind, and that gives me a little extra distance. In this case, because my natural shot's a cut, I'm gonna take one more club. I'm gonna try to slice it just a little bit and let that wind hold it up. Damn, I'm good. A lot of people struggle with reading greens, and here's why. I'm walking over to this green from the cart, and I'm looking at this green, and what I see, my ball's higher than the hole. Guess what? That means I got a downhill putt, and I'm seeing the green look a little glassy. That tells me the grain is going that way. So most people, when they're walking up to a green, they're texting, they're checking their scores, stocks, they're going blah, 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 blah with their buddy. If you play golf with your head up and look at the overall terrain and get an idea of what would happen if there was like a foot of water on this green, which way would it drain? By the time you get to the putt, I'm gonna tell you what, folks, I've already read this putt. I know what it's gonna do. It's hard to hold back talent, folks.